You guys are gonna be really upset. Well, I'm gonna offend some people today. Let's just get started. Hello, my loves. Happy New Year's Eve. Are we ready for the new year? Because I am. I'm so over 2018. Today I'm going to be coming to you guys with a very unfocused video. Today I'm going to be coming to you guys with a get ready with me style tutorial where of course I'm going to tell you things that I'm doing, but I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to rant to you guys and discuss some things that have been bothering me that I have seen throughout the year. So in other words, shit we need to leave behind or consider leaving behind in 2019. Yeah, so yeah, there's some shit that people don't like. So disclaimer, if you don't like me cussing, don't watch. If you don't like these kind of videos, kindly exit stage to the left, my left, your right. There's a nice X right there. If you're here just to thumbs down because you're a thumbs down hoe, do you boo, but kindly exit anyway because I don't want that negativity in my motherfucking channel. Otherwise, also, if you're here because you're standing a racist or you're standing just someone that's trouble online, then that's your business. You can stand whoever you want to. Just leave that crap out of my comment section because I'm going to give you the same energy you give me. Do we got this? We're going to make it very clear that in 2019, hell, you know what? In 2018, we will not be tolerating that kind of behavior. So I'm going to give you what you give me. And y'all can't get mad because you decided to type your hate. So I'm going to go in, just get prepped. I'm going to go in with my Bioderma Sensibio H2O micellar water. I don't know. It's micellar water. I love this stuff. I need a new bottle stat. I like using this and or toner just to kind of get my skin started, just to clean it off of any impurities, which I'm very impure. I'm gonna piss off a few people. You guys have been waiting for this rant video. I know that I discussed it in a few videos back that I was going to be there's some concerns I have on things that I'm seeing online. Now, this is mostly for the YouTube/beauty community that I'm noticing this a lot. I'm noticing this on a lot of beauty pages. I'm noticing this on things that I usually follow. I understand that some people online are not from this little bubble. Not so little bubble. But, you know, there's things that kind of cross over into the beauty community, and you start seeing how people feel about certain things and commentary that people make. And I mean, can we stop first of all? So anyway, the first thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to moisturize first. So this is the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. I love this stuff. It's a very simplistic moisturizer. It gets the job done. Now, if you have any serums or like skincare you want to apply it first. And then apply your moisturizer. I'll make the law. That's just what it is. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, just while I'm slapping my face, is YouTube sponsorships. Sponsorships on Instagram, Twitter. I don't know if there's any sponsorships on Twitter. But anyway, yeah, stuff like that. People aren't disclosing sponsorships, and probably for two reasons. One, because they want to seem as trustworthy as possible to you, but they come off shady anyway. And a lot of these people are actually really shady that I've noticed it on, and they're bigger YouTubers, of course. Other people don't do it because they don't want to get the backlash. It's almost like people are mad that you're getting sponsorships, which we're going to discuss, of course. So my thing is, for instance, just recently I did 2 Janet Collection wig reviews. They're both sponsored. Me personally, I totally forgot to say it while I was speaking. I think I said it was brought to you by Janet Collections, which was a term, but I'm like, did I even say it? Like, why didn't I say it? And it hit me. I don't get sponsored content like that. So I didn't think to make sure that I said it. I was thinking it once I went to edit, and then I was like, oh crap, I didn't even say it. So then I felt awful, but I made sure that I wrote it within the first sentence of the video. It always says watch in HD, and then right under it says this video was sponsored or brought to you by Janet Collections. Thank you so much. So I was like, oh my God, how could I forget? But it's like, I don't do sponsored content like that. So I wasn't even thinking of it. I just saw the wigs. I started reviewing them. I just went in. No excuse. But at the end of the day, I have tried to update my channel with my FTC disclaimer, which a lot of people still don't even have on their channels. And I know I updated mine this year or the end of last year. I updated mine to include that I do have affiliate links because I started using Amazon a lot. So a lot of my Amazon links are affiliate links. If you guys have a problem with me making money off of that, then Google is gonna be your friend. You should be able to have your own free will and use whatever it is you want to. So if you don't use my affiliate links, I'm not offended. What I would be offended by is if you take the time to write me a 10-page letter about me being affiliated. Like, why? I do this. Do you know how many hours a week I spend, even when I don't upload, how many hours I spend in filming, editing, and getting ready, and to make sure my equipment's up to par? Because this equipment right here cost me my savings and then some. Now, those are options that you have. So that's why I use affiliate links, because I'm like, well, you know, it's easy. I'm always on Amazon. You're always on Amazon. If you don't want to use it, that is fine. If you have someone else's things you want to use, that is fine too. So it's like, I get that. But the thing is, like, people go out of their way, subscribers and supporters go out of their way to belittle a YouTuber because of them using or getting sponsorships and whatnot. Now, on the other hand, as a YouTuber, you shouldn't give a shit what people think or say, because at the end of the day, that's why you started your channel. I'm just assuming. So me personally, I don't care that you guys are offended if I did a sponsored video, because I kept it real with you guys. I kept it real with myself, and I kept it real with you guys at the end of the day. So I could, yes, I might feel a little upset that someone might not want me to have sponsored content all of a sudden, even though everyone was like, you should be getting sponsored. And I see this a lot. Now, things that do piss me off is the fact that we are not, and I'm saying we because I'm part of the YouTube community, we are not disclosing sponsorships, and that's upsetting, because it's like, even if you forgot to say it in the video, make sure you document it, like right where people could see it right away, where they know right off the back, like, hey, I'm sponsored. Now, some people choose not to read that. That's their problem at the end of the day. So there is, you know, tiers to everything, but it's like, come on, the least you could have done is say, hey, so-and-so sent me this sponge for me to try, and I have an affiliate link all of a sudden. Even if you updated it later in the video, you know, just say, hey, you know, they sent me a link, you know, I'm being sponsored now, like, this is great, try it out. Like, people that genuinely trust you and genuinely support you will either click the link or not. I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? But you have to be honest with not only yourself, but with those people that are supporting you. And if they're still mad, then they're still mad. That means you can't please anyone. You can't please everybody at the end of the day. So I'm going to choose to take the high road. I'm going to choose to let people know that I'm being sponsored. I even said it on Snapchat. Us as YouTubers, we have to start, Instagrammers, whatever, we have to start disclosing when it's an ad and when it's sponsored. Now, I'm noticing an incline of ads, and I'm noticing an incline of shitty comments from people like, another ad. And it's like, boo, at least they're telling you, because they was making money before you was noticing that these were all ads, or before you even cared to notice. That's my first rant. That was a long one. Anyway, I let that settle into the skin. I'm gonna spritz my face with some MAC Fix Plus. I'm sorry, homemade Fix Plus. I got my bottles confused. I'm like, this one's blue, dumbass. I made it, that's why. I'm gonna be pretty much priming my skin with my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. This is just like, I think of it as a primer or a base before your foundation, just to add a little bit of glow. I'm all for it. Oh, I love this stuff, and I barely use it. I use it on days that I'm naked faced. But it does have some glitter flecks, and you gotta be very careful, so you gotta shake it up. But my skin looks so supple lately. It's been so dry. But anyway, I'm sorry about ranting about disclose, but this is a rant video. Rant, get ready with me. So this video is gonna be long if you can't tell by now. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is cancel culture. Cancel culture. I named these, I don't know why. Cancel culture. My God, where can we begin? I love how people are canceling others out for the simple fact of maybe they didn't like something that they said, or maybe they don't like someone that they support, in a sense. I've never stopped supporting anyone for supporting someone I don't F with. You get what I'm saying? Whole cancel culture, like, oh, you're canceled. Oh, you like so-and-so. Oh, you're canceled. It's like everyone's getting canceled for the dumbest shit ever, when you need to really be calling people out. And because let's be honest, you don't cancel motherfuckers in your real life, do you? You don't cancel your ex that has been manipulating you and mentally fucking abusing you, have you? You ain't canceled that motherfucker yet, right? You ain't canceled your abusive parents, did you? You ain't canceled toxic people out of your life, did you? No. So this whole cancel culture is like, it's insane. It's taking a whole new level. And everyone's like, everyone's like stating their exit. Like no one cares. No one. I don't fucking care. I don't want to see it. I'm not even focused, am I? I don't even care to see it. It's annoying. That's why I'm discussing it, because it's annoying. Like, oh my God, you're canceled for making this video. Okay, sweetheart, move on. Get over yourself. Like, it's okay. There's other people that think like me. They just won't speak out loud because everyone's offended at this point. They're offended for the wrong reasons. They're offended and up in arms for the dumbest shit. But yet in their real life, they can't cancel out people that they should be canceling out. I mean, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit. But that's that. So my biggest gripe right now is the cancel culture. I'm like, canceled, canceled. And I'm like, if I understand that if someone said something racist or prejudiced, I will choose to exit stage to left. That's fine. But to sit there and broadcast it and then like tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and post on Facebook and share with your friends and then like switch up the story like 20 times. Because I watch some people I follow on Twitter. I follow them on Facebook, and I'm like, you just totally changed that story up to make it look like they're 10 times worse. And you guys are reading and eating it up. Do your own research. Oh my God. Anyway, cancel culture is canceled in my book. Just shut the fuck up. Keep it moving. Just keep it moving. If you don't want to support them, cool. Kudos to you. If you choose to say that they're canceled, expect you're going to get some backlash. You're not going to become viral just because you cancel someone. No one cares. Yeah, there's that. So I'm just letting everything settle into the skin clearly while I talk to you guys. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I haven't used this in a while. I'm in the shade 03 Light Beige. I don't know if I can go any lighter. I don't know if I can go any darker. No, I clearly can't go any. I can't do 4. 4 is too dark for me. It looks on their website, because I was on their website the other day, that they updated their shade range. Like they added more to their shade range. Only problem is I don't see it in store. That's another gripe I have. Can we just leave that ignorance back in? We should have left that ignorance back in like fucking 1960s, but you know, people still don't get it. I'm using my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. This is to me like a good full medium foundation. You can build it up to probably full coverage. I never take it there. I can't. I've used it on blemishes because this is the 2-in-1 conceal. I've used it on blemishes and I let it sit there, and it does great at covering it up. Like it covered up that horrible fucking scar I have there, which is great. All right, so I'm just gonna take my sponge and press this onto my skin and move on to the next topic of conversation, which is the what happened ignorance. What happened ignorance? Do you know how fucking annoying what happened ignorance is? Because let's be honest, you know what happened, okay? You know who I'm talking about when I say he who shall not be named, or what lipstick I'm not using. And I've seen people that are like, oh my God, I love hair. Oh my God, on my channel. And I'm like, okay, super. Keep it moving. I know why you're saying it. And it's not because you're being ignorant to the situation. You're being an asshole because you know exactly why I'm not mentioning the brand's name. And why? You just know. You just know. You can't act like you don't know why I'm mentioning this person. And there's always comments on a lot of these videos. Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God, what happened? All you have to do is scroll and read. And if you don't, you have the beautiful option of Google. Even on your Apple iPhone. You have the wonderful option of using Google, typing in the person, and then the word drama. Because it seems like people like to stir up shit in comments. And that's why I cannot stand what happened, folks. The what happened ignorance, I call it. Because they're acting dumb, deaf, and blind. When, let's be honest, they're only doing it so people can reiterate what's going on and just stir up some shit. Like, I don't have the time or energy for it. I don't respond to it on my channel. I don't respond to it when I see comments. I just don't feed into it, because it's to me, it's almost like you're setting it up for people to like jump in and interact with you. If you want interaction, I don't know, go pet a dog or something. I don't know. But it really does come off very ignorant. And let's be real. If you truly don't know what happened, then it's none of your business, right? If you truly don't know what happened, then you don't need to know. You just don't get in it, because it's just all this negativity is just gonna feed more negativity. You get what I'm saying? So when I discuss things, or when people discuss things, I don't think of it as most people wanting like to start anything. It's almost like they're just expressing their concerns. And then there's people that do it for clout, of course. And then there's always the, what happened? That's how I hear it. That's how it sounds to me. It's annoying. It's dumb. Just read your comments. Don't. And then like, can we be honest? Can we read or listen or actually watch a video before you start fucking commenting like, oh, how did you get that? Or where did you get that from? Like, I say it in the video. If you watch the video, you would know. Or if you saw the caption, you would know. It's just, stop. Stop. You took the time out to type such nonsense. You could have literally taken the time to just either read or listen or exit without commenting. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yes, that's actually my biggest pet peeve right now, is that right there. I don't know why it is. But anyway, moving on to concealer, because I got to conceal these bags and this anguish. Using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This one's in the shade C5. I don't like this. It's a love-hate with this concealer. I think I say it in every video. I think it's because I finally figured out how to use it. I don't use it anywhere else on my face. I just use it under my eyes. I stopped using it all over the face. I'll use it off of the sponge, but I won't use it anywhere else. We need to leave a lot of shit down back in like 2018. A lot of these things needed to be left behind many moons ago. Many moons ago. So one thing we should be leaving behind, a lot of people that don't have no business using it, is AAVE, which is African American Vernacular English. It's pretty much slang. But my thing is I've noticed, let's blend this out. I've noticed on Twitter especially, these little random white girls that ain't got no business using AAVE or slangs the way they do, like, my wig. And I'm like, okay. Now, I was raised around the drag community. I was raised around members of my family that were within the drag community, of course, gay, LGBTQ. So a lot of those terms, if not most of them, come from black women, black gay men, drag queens, stuff like that. The thing of it is I don't want, if it doesn't come natural to you, don't fucking say it. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I speak, when I use certain verbiage, it's because I actually genuinely use it. It sounds okay coming out of, you get what I'm saying? Like, it'll sound okay coming out of their mouth. If it sounds unnatural coming out of that mouth, then don't fucking say it. Point blank, period. Because we all know that people are just using all of a sudden these AAVE terms or slang or broken English or whatever. And even like drag terms like wig, edges, this, that, and third. Like, I get it because I use it. But I also know where the origins came from. And I would never, listen to me closely, I will never base judgments on anyone that uses that. Because this is the problem, is that you find people that use that language ghetto. And I'm talking to you, sweetheart. The one that thinks it's okay to use it when you're 10 shades of pale. The one that thinks that it's okay to talk down to black folks, Latino, Afro-Latinos, or anyone of color. But you think it's okay to use AAVE because it's just all of a sudden cool. But you base people's judgments on how ghetto they are by the terms that they use. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not for you to use. And that's what I'm noticing a big trend on, is all of a sudden the usage of slang. When, let's be honest, it has held down black folks, it's held down people of color, it's held down Afro-Latinos, Latinos alike. It's held them down from getting jobs. It's kept them from being looked at seriously when there's an actual issue or problem. But you use it and it's okay. It's cute. It's pretty much the same thing as appropriation. You're using their language as appropriation. Stop using it. It don't look natural coming out of your mouth. Okay, well, I guess we got highlight in the nose. Girl, I need to cover these bags. I'm watching these rant bitches that rant, talking about, oh my God, blah, blah. I'm like, it does not look right coming out of your mouth, so stop. This is not how you naturally talk. You just started talking that way because you stan some white boy online that uses these terms when I can't take this person seriously either, so I ain't gonna take you seriously. Trust and believe that, buddy. We all know that there's different dialects and different terms of saying things. But then when you start looking down on someone for using those terms, but then you turn around and think that that's okay to do that online because you want to rant about a palette, or you want to rant about someone supporting someone else. One thing I have to say to you is just shut the fuck up. Don't even talk. Like, just use your regular tone. Use your regular English basic language. Use what you know. Don't use what you've heard. Don't use what you think is cool. If it comes out naturally, then people know it come out naturally. I've seen things and I'm like, that shit don't even sound right. Can you stop? You don't sound right. You don't sound right. You don't sound right. You know why? Because it's not in your... We just know. We're not stupid. You know there's shit that you just shouldn't say. So stop. Please, for the love of God, stop. Fuck. Oh, I'm setting my under eye concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Super. Stay in your lane. That's it. Stay in your lane. Don't try too hard. Be yourself. People will see that. Being yourself. And either it pays off or it don't. But when you start acting like something you're not, bitch, you gotta maintain that facade. And bitches will call you out and your downfall is gonna be worse. All right, now that I set my mustache. Okay. I'm gonna be using my Fit Me loose powder. This one's in the shade 20, which actually I think is too dark for me, but just right, if it makes any sense. Like, this is the darkest I'd go for my skin. I'll do my brows while we talk about the next topic at hand, which is keyboard thugging. Keyboard thugging, so fucking annoying. I'll be done with this rant and then we can continue on with the rest of the tutorial. But yeah, keyboard thugging. Why? Why does it happen? Why do you feel the need to comment on every fucking body's thing? I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade and Granite. Granite is my shade, boo. Oh, and I'm using the Smith 203 brush. So back to keyboard thugging. Apparently, people still think in 2018, and I'm sure moving on to 2019, which is why we need to leave it behind, that it's okay to be abusive to people online, in comments. Like, that troll shit went out back in like 2015. Deadass. I'm not even kidding. All that troll bullshit, y'all could have left that shit behind. Y'all don't need to be trolls all the time. And like, you're only thugging because you wouldn't say that shit to my face. Would you? And that's the thing that I noticed is that all right, fun story. Actually, no, we'll talk about that another day. But let's just say that I've come across people that have left me nasty comments online. Not necessarily on my YouTube channel, more like Facebook. And I've seen them in person, and not one iota of a word has come out. More ass kissing, yes, but not what you really meant to say, like what you said online. And lovely me keeps screenshots. My thing is like, why would you want to be deliberately nasty? You see that shit's getting people fired, right? You see that people are, and that's another thing. It's like, you know, it's to an extent, like you have to pick your battles sometimes. Ooh, this brow's looking really good right now, and I don't think I'm going to be able to mimic the other one. It's a struggle of 2019 we need to leave behind, too. Brows should just be automatically even. So, yeah, I'm noticing that this big trend of people being vile and nasty to each other online, retweeting your commentary, what you think. And it's like, why? Why are you being disgusting and vile? Like, it's coming out. It's coming out who you really are. And it's like... You really want people to think that way of you, because you know you're looking like a loser. Looking like a disrespectful loser. That's not okay, guys. It's not okay. Leave that shit behind. Stop being that vile and ignorant. There's no place for it here. Like, I don't get it. And people are using the internet because they can hide behind their keyboards and be nasty and vile. But now, which I'm kind of okay with sometimes, it's affecting people in their real lives. So that negative energy that you put out there on the internet, which you got to be very mindful of, is not following people home. It's following people to their jobs. It's following people through their personal lives. And I'm grateful that some people are being held accountable for those vile and lewd things that they've been saying to people. Like, y'all gotta stop. There's no reason for it. If you don't agree with something, it's okay. Like, it totally is. But it's like, it's how you choose to go about it. Like, I just saw a comment the other day on one of my things, like, oh, why are Latinas so loud? Like, that's just so disgusting. It's such a turnoff. And I'm like, why did you feel the need to fucking comment that? Like, just shut the fuck up. You know, like, why did you feel the need to comment that? And I did. I messaged him. I was like, you need to just shut the fuck up. It'd be nice if you just shut the fuck up. So people don't need to see your comments. Thank God they filter them. I would dare them to go into a bodega and to say that shit. ¿Quién va a salir ahí con los brazos? Check yourself. You can always think about, like, you can type it before you send it and look at it and be like, that just sounds fucked up. Like, am I any better than the person that's doing the thing that I'm offended so much by? Answer is no. Because if you choose to put out that same negative energy that you supposedly are so offended by, then you're no better. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette that I've had forever, and I still use it every day, like, faithfully. Crazy, huh? So yeah, we're gonna bronze the skin. We're gonna add some life back into this dome. That leads me to my last topic. And then we can continue the tutorial. Racism and racist terms is a thing that I am so fucking over seeing online. You know why? Because everyone's feeling comfortable all of a sudden and being nasty and vile. And that leads, and you see how I'm like kind of, all of them are kind of like meeting together. It all starts with, you know, the cancel culture. It all starts with the little commentary. It all starts with not being supportive and being nasty, rude, and vile. And then it leads to people being actually racist and or prejudiced. Because there's two versions of it. You can either be prejudiced or you can be racist. The racism that I'm talking about is people blatantly using the N-word to other people. I've seen so many videos of people being nasty. And look, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen all the time. What I'm saying is that I'm noticing it being a trend, a popular trend of people behaving in that manner and showing their true colors online. And I'm so glad that it's affecting people in their personal lives, because let's be honest, half of these racist fucks that are online talking shit and being nasty to Latinos, to blacks, to Puerto Ricans, to Mexicans, to Indians, to Chinese, to Asians, to Filipinos, whatever. It's people that are being nasty and vile, and even themselves. I get it that people have like prejudices and they have racist tendencies, but I'm talking about racism. I'm talking about white folks being nasty and white folks like really showing their true colors. And I'm like, we need to get over that. We need to stop doing that. That shit should have been left behind. We need to be accepting of all types of walks of life, of people, of sexualities, of everything. We need to be accepting. Meaning it doesn't affect you nay or yay. It doesn't do anything to you. You're just accepting the fact that that's who they are, and you can't change that. Your verbiage, your choice of words, your demeanor, and the nastiness that you put out online is not fucking acceptable. And it's not acceptable. And if I fucking see it and I know you in person, I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you, because I'm no better. If I stand around in a bus or if I'm at the mall and I hear some fucking white person talking about, oh, these blacks, or speak English, I'm going to call you out, because I'm no better by just standing there. And yes, not everyone has the galls to call people out, but you have no way of sitting there. You can sit there online and talk shit to every YouTuber you see, but you can't defend, even as a white person, you can't sit there and defend some racial profile bullshit. You can't sit there and defend someone or even speak up. Just speak up. Just say, hey, come with me. Come sit with me. Like, especially if you see someone like being bullied or being like it's getting racially charged, you take that person out of it. Even if you don't feel like speaking up. because you're a little scared. Just be like, hey, do you want to come with me? Like, come on, let's go take a walk. Or, you know, like, hey, you know, leave them alone. Or stand in the way. Like, stand in the way, block the vision. Like, there's so many things you can do as a person without saying too much. But you guys are quick to go online and talk shit to YouTubers and talk shit to people online behind a keyboard. But you can't sit there and defend someone in real life or even online. And you know how the fuck you can change that? By not giving clout to these pieces of shit. By supporting people that are dealing with it. I won't at nobody. I might message them personally, but I won't at nobody to give them clout. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to repost them like that either on Facebook or on Instagram, whatever. It's not going to be a topic of conversation because I don't want to give that person clout. I'll handle it how I see fit. I'll check anybody. I'll look at you in the face and be like, really? That's what we're talking about right now? Or don't say that shit in front of me. Simple, point blank, shut it down. That's how you change. This is how we can move on for 2019. Is to call people out on their bullshit. Good Lord, this bronzer better be on point. Call people out on their bullshit by simply not accepting it. You know, I had someone disrespect one of my coworkers one day. I had someone disrespect another one of my patients one day, and I shut it down. I was like, not in this office. We're not doing that right. But nothing. Either you can kindly stage left, go. So you could kindly exit, or you can sit there and be quiet, but we're not being disrespectful. You know why? My tone changed. My demeanor changed. I will not tolerate that behavior around me. If I see it, I will say something. And that's what you guys need to start doing from now on. As Latinos, as Black folks, as Asians, as white folks, as anyone. I don't care if you're from Russia. Speak up. Shut it down. You don't have to be disrespectful. You just shut it down. There's ways to do it. There's ways to do it. You know why? Because if you're angry enough and you really truly care about other people and you really truly dislike and have a disdain for prejudices and racism, you would respond accordingly. It's not, you can't fight fire with fire like that. You know how you do it? You shut it down. Not by belittling them in a sense because they did that on their own, but shut it down, y'all. Shut it down. Remove the person from it. You don't have to stick around. Y'all don't got to world star everything. Do not condone this behavior. Do not tweet at it. Do not give it clout. You go and support the person that's being affected by it. And that's the end of that. I'm not tagging nobody in that shit. I'm not giving you clout. I'm not letting other races look at your dumb shit and think that that's okay. That's not what the fuck we're going to do. And we're going to shut that down. Because I feel like people need to stop being racist. As fuck. Y'all should not be using the N-word. It's not your damn word. Even if you fucking heard it in a song. I bet you half of the white people that have used the N-word, you know, will my black friends let me say it? Have you asked your black friend how they feel about you saying that word? Like truly, genuinely had a conversation with them. I bet you didn't. I bet you just thought it was okay to say it because they didn't say anything to you because they're probably like, what the fuck? And I understand that people are from different walks of life and that people are more like in the hood or they're from a different area or wherever and they're raised differently and it might be a white person that uses that word and that's what their set of group of people and folks that think that that's okay. That is fine. I can't say anything about that. What I mean is you literally are using a word that don't look right coming out your mouth. So shut the fuck up and stop using it. So we're going to shut it down. We're gonna stop talking about it because I try not to be this way on my channel because I just know how passionate some people could be. And I also know how dumb and how ignorant people can act. Because let's be honest, you know right from wrong. And I'm looking dead into this camera. Shut the fuck up. Racism ends here. This is bullshit. And yes, we need to talk about it in order to get it fixed. Because it seems like people are like, oh, we'll stop giving it clout and stop talking about it. Why? Because you motherfuckers don't seem to get the hint that it's not okay. It is not okay to be that nasty. It is not okay to be racist. It is not okay to use racial slurs, whether you're racist or not. That still shows a prejudice. Look it up. Racism and prejudice. Okay? That's the end of that. We're going to move on to the eye look. Okay. I'm going to be using this Milani Soft and Sultry palette. Focus. All right. This is a very neutral palette. If you like cool tones because you can't barely find them, go online. Check Milani. I'll try to see if I can find it on Amazon. And I'll, of course, go on Milani.com. I'm going to start off with... There's no names. Oh, there is names to it. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Start off with... What's this shade right here? Smoking Hot. Right here. This one right here. Oh, I don't know. I like Milani shadows though, so. Hi. We could do that. What? I'm gonna go in with my Cosette S175 brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's called Untamed. It is a deep blackened brown, it looks like. Yep. And this is probably the darkest I'll go because it looks almost black. It's a very darkened, like I said, black and brown. Black and gray. I don't know. Take it to the bottom lash line. I don't know what brush you guys guessed I was going to use, but I'm going to use my Smith 220 brush. She's bae. Wish I can get an extra one. I'm just going to go back into that dark shade. Just smoke out that bottom lash line. I love me a smoky eye, y'all. So, to finish off the eye, I'm going to be using my Stila Smoldering Satin, what is this? Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I'm just going to place this on the lid. And this has that same taupey, I didn't even plan for this. You could definitely do a cut crease with this kind of shadow. With the Stila ones. There's plenty of times I've done it without a brush. Anyway, I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara and loading it up and making them clumpy because that's what I do. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Loose Highlighting Powder, and this one is in I'm So Lit. And it's warm-ish, but I don't know. I'm going to use what's on the lid because that's insane. And I only cut half of the plastic. Anyway, I'm going to take my AOA Studio brush. This is this is more of a brighter highlight than I would normally. Well, I usually mix my highlighters to make them this bright. For lips, I'm going to be using this Beauty Bakery Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is a lip whip, and this is in the shade, I forgot what shade I got. Cherry Flambe. I got the same one for my daughter. This is my first Beauty Bakery product. I've been supporting her online for many, many moons. A few years, actually. I think since, I don't remember. Like, this is my third year support. Third year. Ooh, okay. Here goes nothing. There you have it, my loves. This is the completed look. It is very festive for the New Year's Eve. You could definitely see my ass a mile away in the dark. Woo! Anyway, I'll leave the links to, of course, the wig down below and the video. You can always check my playlist. Anyway, I know this video was lengthy, and I know that I probably ruffled up some feathers, or I know that I probably upset some people. Like I said earlier in my video, then maybe it's a time you take a step back and see what it is that is offending you and why. I wanted to touch base on these topics because I'm just tired of seeing it online and no one being held accountable for holding other people accountable, but in a nasty way. You get what I'm saying? So it's like people are just being reckless online. They're being a little too free. They're non-thinking beings all of a sudden, and it's annoying. It's annoying. It's disrespectful. And I feel that as long as we treat one another with mutual respect and just be accepting, although I may not agree with a lifestyle for someone, that doesn't mean that I don't accept them for who they are, because they can't change that. And I can't change that. So you need to become accepting and have a mutual respect. And I think if we all individually go through the next year and living by those terms of rules of life, I think we'll be way better people, because we'll be more understanding. We'll take a step back and try to assess the situations more. Instead of blindly following someone and blindly agreeing with someone, do your own research. Take a step back. I do it all the time. I see even people that I support hands down. If they're discussing a topic at hand, or they're dissing someone, or they're responding to some hate, I take a step back to look at what caused that, what's going on. Like, I want to see the full story, and I'll base my judgments on that. And either way, I mind my own goddamn business, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, what I will do is be calling people out for being vile and negative online, or block them, dismiss them. Don't give them any clout. We need to stop doing that. Everyone's so for having their 15 minutes of fame and getting a retweet here or there, and it's like, Why? What good does that do to you besides make you look like a shithead? Like, it makes you look like an asshole. At the end of the day, do you sleep better at night because you were behaving that way? No. So I think as long as we hold each other accountable and hold ourselves accountable, I feel like it starts with us individually. I will change for hopefully the positive for it, because I don't want to sit in this negative stew. I just don't want that for my soul. I don't want it for my well-being. I don't want it for my family. So I'm not going to behave as such. So I feel that if you could take a step back and see that the things that you're doing might be negative or may play a negative impact in someone's life, even your own, that's where the change starts. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a happy and healthy New Year's. Enjoy your New Year's Eve. Be safe. Please don't drive drunk. Get an Uber. Get a friend. Call your family to come pick you up. Just be safe out there. Be healthy. Be mindful. And I hope you guys have a blessed New Year with many, many, many blessings and positive vibes to you guys. So anyway, Happy New Year. Love you guys. Bye.